and I want to talk about how we can practically support Ukraine. Back in a moment. Hello, and welcome to this special broadcast about how we can practically help the people of Ukraine. Now, this is a humanitarian broadcast. I'm not being overtly political, although you'll probably be able to guess from the title of this broadcast where my allegiance lies. So, first thing I want to do is say welcome to the broadcast. And this broadcast is about supporting Ukraine. Wherever you are in the world, there are practical steps that you can take to actually support the people in Ukraine. And the first of those, well, I'm going to go to a screen share first of all. So let me share my screen. And I'm going over. All right, just a minute. That's one new thing you can do. You can share this video. That's the simplest thing you can do. But I'm going to bring this screen share up. And there you have my page. Now I'm going to change the layout slightly. Okay. So now we're side by side. Okay. And I'm going to go picture in picture. And I'm going to shrink myself. We'll get there in a second. There's no rush. And shrink myself. So this is my Facebook page. And the first way that we can help the people of Ukraine is by contributing to their economy. And this is a win-win situation. If I go over to my page and I go edit cover photo, and I'm going to select a photo, and hopefully I'll be able to upload a photo. Perhaps not. Okay, I'm going to change the recent photos and save the changes. So you can just simply by selecting the right picture from Unsplash, you can support the people of the Ukraine. So that's a totally free thing you can do. And this is a special show, Corinda, and Morning Corinda, about how we can help practically the people in the Ukraine. Now, if I go down and scroll my page, you'll see that the first entry is by Angelica. And it's Angelica who gave me the idea for this broadcast. It says, if you're looking for more ways to help people in Ukraine, buy a digital product on Etsy. Etsy is waiving their listing fees. So in other words, Etsy is not taking a percentage. So all the money goes to the sellers of the art, and they can put a list of Ukrainian sellers with digital products on their page. And the link to go there is, all you need to do is find my profile, and you can actually go there. And when you go there, you will see that you can buy. I'm just going to open this in a new tab. So I'm going to go for another screen share. So let's stop that screen share, come back to me, and I'm now going to screen share the Etsy screen. So screen share, and this time going over here and going over to Etsy. And if I bring that on screen, picture in picture, we can have a situation where we can buy art from artists in the Ukraine. Etsy are not charging any fees, and we can buy digital art, the money goes to the artist. There's no fee from Etsy, and we can collect Ukrainian art. Now, this is something, as I say, that Angelica discovered and suggested. So I want to say thank you, Angelica, for actually doing that and promoting it. And I have, just going to stop sharing screen again. I'm going to scroll down. There are excellent examples of Ukrainian art, and you can buy any of the pictures that are actually shown. And there's one. Okay, so as an example, this beautiful picture, Tiger Lily, is a mandala, and it's £5.20. Okay, and you can buy that art, and you're actually contributing and helping the people of Ukraine, because that £5.20 will be spent in the Ukraine. So you're actually fueling the Ukrainian economy by actually buying images. Now, if I stop sharing for a moment, come back to me, I was so taken with that basically I bought this image, and this is, if I go here, my background is from Etsy, Ukrainian art by Oksana, I'm going to butcher this name, but I'm going to try anyway, Moroziuk. Okay, so this is a picture by Oksana, and I chatted with Oksana yesterday, and I said, can I use your art in my broadcasts? And Oksana said, yes. So I can use this art in my live broadcast to represent the Ukraine. You remember the Ukrainian flag, blue at the top and yellow at the bottom. And this, I feel, is a beautiful representation. And all I did was I went to Etsy and looked at the page that we've just looked at, and I bought this image, and the funds have gone to Oksana, and they will then, from Oksana's spending, be distributed everywhere. So now you can do the same too. If I go here and I'm in my live selling feature, if I bring this image up on screen, okay, and go side by side, okay, now that has posted a link on Facebook which you can click, and you too can have a copy of this artwork. And you can see this at the moment on Facebook and on YouTube. It's in both places. So as I'm broadcasting live, the links to actually look at this art and buy this art are actually being sent through. And I think this is taking a positive step. I mean, we read today that there are bombs falling in Kyiv, the capital of the Ukraine, and we can do our bit. You can do your bit, okay? And if I just go put myself full screen for a moment, just to say that you are watching Stephen live from Wiltshire in England, and the background that I'm using today is from Etsy. It's Ukrainian art by Oksana. And how can we help the Ukraine? Okay, and the answers are as follows. First thing, if you're watching this live, I'd like to say a big thank you for actually watching live. Simply share this broadcast, yeah, and we'll get the word out about how we as individuals can actually help people in Ukraine by doing something positive. And the something positive is actually buying Ukrainian art. Second thing you can do, if you're watching live, you can actually comment on this video. Commenting on this video will give it a bigger reach on Facebook and on YouTube, and it will help to spread the word about how we can help the people of the Ukraine. And simply buy Ukrainian digital art. Okay, now there is, if I go to screen share again, just hide that. I'll come to me. There is the page. I'll just show you the page again, the art that you can actually buy. So I'm going to share the screen again. Again, I am working unscripted, and I need to go there. And bring this on screen. Another example of Ukrainian art. And there is really art to suit every single taste. Yeah. And £5.20 will go to the artist. It's as simple as that. So this is a very worthwhile project and a practical way of actually helping. And we go for similar items. Another mandala. Again, slightly more intricate, slightly more expensive, but you are contributing to the people in the Ukraine. So I'm just going to close that. Okay. And I'm going to close that. And I'm going to come back to me. Okay, because I'm giving you examples of what you can do. So if I go to screen share again, and I share that tab there, and come back to me, bring it up on screen, then you can see that there is full page of Ukrainian art, and you can scan down the page, you can find something that you like, you can pay by PayPal, and that art is then in your collection for your personal use. Now, I'm going to be using this image as my background from now on. Okay, I've spoken to Oksana, and Oksana has said I can use this image in my broadcasts, so I'm going to do that. And I actually put Oksana in touch with Alina, so networking, can't stop it. Okay, so buying digital art, simple and straightforward. Go to Etsy, search for digital art, and I've actually posted the link now in the comments on Facebook and on YouTube, and you can select the art to suit your taste, and you are directly contributing to the Ukrainian economy. Right, now, in addition to that, if I go and stop sharing and I screen share again, okay, so I'm going to screen share, and I'm going to screen share my page again. I think I've got my page. I have. And I'm going to bring that into the broadcast. And come back, take myself off full screen, and we should have a screen share beside me. And I'm going to hide Oksana's picture, and I'm going to go picture in picture. So again, we're on my profile page. If you search for Stephen Healy on Facebook, you will find this page. And the first item you'll see is a post by Angelica about buying art to actually help. And over to Corinda. Corinda is saying, yep. Hopefully you'll buy some art, Corinda. Okay. All right, just let me remove that. Okay. Now, also on my page, if I scroll down, is Alina. Now, Alina is from Belive and works in Kiev. and she is one of the team who's actually keeping Belive going. Remember, Belive's engineering department is based in Kyiv. So I'm just going to, I haven't asked Alina, but hopefully she's okay with this. I'm just going to play a little bit of the video.
Hope you're doing okay. So a quick and really nice update, something I want to share with you. Right now we are looking for 4 Starlink boxes. We need them for the guys in the front line. They do have like problems with communication, and we know that there is an original shipment from Starlink and they're helping like our army, but what we do not know is how fast are they going to be, and like how are they going to spread the boxes, like the terminals, because you know the situation is very different around the places. So we got like real requests from real people and they really need help. That is why we started to search for the boxes ourselves, and I didn't like come up with anything better than tweeting Elon Musk on Twitter. Every day I'm saying like, hi Elon Musk, we need 4 Starlink boxes for our guys, please send them. And I didn't get the reply, but the thing
Right. I want to say thank you to Munna for actually thanking Corinda. Thank you to Munna for actually commenting. And thank you, Corinda, for saying I'd lost my audio again. And I've done all that, and all for, hopefully now we're back, and you should be able to hear me. Okay. I am not muted anymore. Not that I can see. I can see that my microphone is working now, and I'm not muted. So hopefully, Corinda, eventually. Yeah. Okay. So Alina didn't. Thank you. Alina didn't know I was going to show this, and hopefully she's okay with it. But again, if you go to my profile page, you'll find this video by Alina, and you can watch the whole of it. And in addition to that, okay, I think that if you scroll down, there is my Ukraine image, my previous Ukraine image. And if we just play that video for a moment. Microphone back on. Okay, so there are practical things. First, you can buy art from Etsy, and it's a win because you actually get a beautiful piece of art. you actually get, it's all right, the video started playing again. You actually get a wonderful piece of artwork of your own choosing, and you're supporting artists in the Ukraine. Second thing is, watch Alina's video on my profile page. Go over to Alina's page, find out more details, and you can actually help practically. Now, just bring up the artwork back on screen again and take myself off full screen. And there's the artwork, and my background is from Etsy. And again, I've posted the links. If you want, post the links on Facebook and YouTube. All you need to do is click the link. I'm not suggesting that you actually buy this image, but I am suggesting that you'll find artworks which will help you. And over to Angelica, and Angelica is saying, just let me hide that for a moment. And Angelica is saying, I bought two beautiful prints. Yeah, I mean, I've got this phrase on here which says, just a minute, just let me scroll down a bit. I'm going to scroll down, and I want to say thank you, Angelica, because it was this is all your idea in the first place. Angelica came across the ability to buy Ukrainian art. Etsy have waived their fees, so you click either of the links and on Facebook or on YouTube, and it'll take you to the art. You can choose your own piece of art. You can pay by PayPal. All the funds go to the artist, and they will spend it in the Ukrainian economy. Okay, so we're actually boosting the economy, and we're actually getting a thank you by way of digital art. Now, also, and again, I'm indebted to Angelica again. So you'll see why in a minute. If you want to help, first thing you can do is you can actually share this video. Then comment on this video, and thank you, Angelica and Aman and everybody who's commenting on the video. And you can buy Ukrainian art. Okay, and I'm very grateful. Right, now the next thing I want to talk about, again, I was told about this by Angelica, and this has been going on for longer than digital art. What people are actually doing is they're going to Airbnb, which we all know about, and they're booking holidays in the Ukraine, but they're not actually going there. And the hosts in the Ukraine are actually donating the funds that you send them to pay for your stay to charities locally. So again, you're getting money into the economy. Let's have a look at that. And I think if I share my screen again, just give me a moment. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen again, and this is, I'm going to run through how this works because this is quite fascinating and very practical. If I go over here, and I'm going to take myself off full screen. Well, there you go. This is the Airbnb site, and all I did was to type in Ukraine Airbnb. Now, advice from Angelica is this, that if you're going to book a property in Ukraine, what you need to do is to make sure that it is a legitimate property. Okay, in other words, it's not just there to get money, it's actually been a rental property in the past. Make sure of that. That said, all you need to do, and we'll do this live now, I'm over on the site, and I'm going to say that I want to go to Ukraine from the 23rd to the 26th of April. Okay, and I can, it's got to be two of us. So I'm going to search, and it returns, hopefully in order to show you what it's returned, I'm going to have to stop sharing that and share another tab. So forgive me for a moment, because we've got the results are in now, and I just need to share a second Airbnb tab. Wish I could say that. I think that's the right one. No, just a minute. Okay, and this is wonderful because this page, which is coming up at the moment, okay, so what we're saying is rent a Ukrainian Airbnb, and I'm just going to share this on screen, and I'm going to go here. So this is it. This is what happens when you say, right, I'm going to go to Ukraine. I want to go from date A to date B. And on the left-hand side, we can see the properties that are available for the dates that we've chosen. We can also see on the right-hand side where the properties are and how much they charge. If you are interested in doing this, you can see how much you're going to be sending. You're going to be sending £26, £28, £96, but you are in fact I mean, there is no way at the moment that we can actually go to Ukraine, okay? But what we can do is rent the property, an existing property, from a host, pay for the visit. They put their money into the Ukrainian economy. They donate it to charity. Everything that you spend here, again, Airbnb are not charging a fee at all, and you can basically travel Ukraine, pay for your visit, do it virtually. You're actually, as Angelica's done this, so I've got to hats off to Angelica. Actually suggested this and has done this. But find an Airbnb that's legitimate. Okay, that's the first thing, because this is an opportunity to make money. So some people are going to misuse it. So find an existing Airbnb property. Check out the reviews, make sure that there are genuine reviews on the page, not just some from the last month or so, and then book it for the dates that you want. Now, you're not going to go. What you are going to do is you're going to send the money to the host, and the host will give the money to local causes. Yeah, that's the undertaking. Yeah, nobody can visit. Nobody will. Well, can't even imagine what's happening in the Ukraine at the moment. Bombs falling on Kyiv today. So this is a practical way, and I'm going to go over to the comments, and okay, and Angelica's saying I bought 2 prints on Etsy, and it was Angelica again at the beginning. Is the artwork on Amazon? No, this is nothing to do with Amazon Corinda. This is basically to do with supporting the people in the Ukraine, and the artwork is on Etsy. To spell that for you, my background today is from Etsy. I bought Ukrainian art by Oksana. Oksana has given permission for me to use it in the broadcast, and that's where the artwork is coming from. It's actually coming from Etsy. And if you go to search, well, first of all, you've got the links which are up above for Facebook and YouTube. If you go to search, you'll find Ukrainian art that you can buy, and it's for your own personal use. I asked Oksana yesterday for permission to actually use this in a live broadcast. So back to where we were. So you can hire an Airbnb property in the Ukraine, visit there virtually, and the money that you give to the host will go and be donated to local charities. So you can make this a journey. You can decide where in the Ukraine you want to stay. You can decide on the property you want to stay at, and you pay the price, and the money goes to the host, and the host gives the money to local charities, and you're helping the people of the Ukraine simply by going on a virtual vacation to the country. And on the right hand side of the screen, we can actually see a map of the Ukraine. So this is information as well. We can see basically where, and I'm just going to probably mess it up. I want to go further in. Okay, we can see all the major cities of the Ukraine on the right hand side, and the borders it has with Moldova and Poland. Yeah, and we can pick on a property. If I pick on a property, it will probably It has opened in a new page. So I'm going to come back here. But you can see all the properties that are available for rent. As Angelica said, make sure they're legitimate and basically go on a virtual visit and help the Ukrainian people and the Ukrainian economy. That's it. That's basically it. You can help by the following. How can we help the people of the Ukraine? Okay, share this video. Okay, let people know. You can change your own profile photo as well. You can comment on this video, and thank you for all the comments today. You can buy Ukrainian digital art. You can go on a virtual holiday. Thank you to Angelica for both ideas. And I think we should, where we can, support Ukraine. We're just so fortunate to actually live where we live. Ukrainian people do need our help. There are cities in the Ukraine at the moment under siege, without electricity, without water. This is, as I said, this is humanitarian. I'm not going to speak to the politics of this, other than to say that this is totally, totally disastrous for the world, not just for Ukraine. So, on that note, and showing you the artwork that I purchased from Etsy. Okay, I'm going to put it full screen. In fact, I'm going to hide that. I'm going to hide that. And what I'm trying to do, I will do. I'm determined to do this. If I hide myself, that's it. Okay, so as I began this broadcast, there are ways that you can help the people of Ukraine by buying digital art from Etsy, by checking out my profile and listening to Alina in Kyiv saying what the Ukrainian people need, and by going to Airbnb and renting an Airbnb property in Ukraine, going on a virtual holiday, donating the money to the host, and they will pass it on to local charities. So this has been Stephen live. Support Ukraine. You have the ability to actually be of practical help to the Ukrainian economy. So from me, it is goodbye for now. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.